everybody, Colin here. Welcome back to Markers of Monsters, and I'm excited today because it's Tentacle Tuesday. Yep, I saw this one on the Drawlloween calendar, and it was very excited. I thought this would be just a lot of fun. I love drawing tentacles and Lovecraftian type creatures and stuff like that. And I don't know why that as soon as I see the word tentacle, I think H.P. Lovecraft and that kind of stuff. I mean, in old H.P.'s writings, there's not a ton of descriptions of horrible tentacle monsters. There's things that are imperceivable by human consciousness, and there's all kind of really strange stuff and amorphous blob shapes. But I don't know why HP got associated with tentacles. But hey, there you go. It is what it is. All right. So as you can see here, with the drawing getting done, I am drawing a kind of a chick here, and she's straight-jacketed up in a padded cell. There's all kind of tentacles coming through the walls and the door and window and stuff like that, and it's just kind of like a horrifying nightmare scene. And who is this girl? Why is she in the straitjacket in the mental institution? Why are these tentacles coming through? Are they real? Is she hallucinating? Hey, that's up to you guys. Whatever kind of crazy story you want to concoct out of my drawing, please feel free. Yeah, this on a technical level was just a lot of fun to do. I've been trying to draw a lot more, like women. Just it's one of those things that I feel like my abilities to draw, a woman quickly and effectively weren't up to snuff. So I've been practicing a lot, and just getting pose and gesture and things like that done. This was a lot of fun. That's kind of one of the reasons I did this here, is just every drawing I like to push myself a little bit further. And then I wanted to cover these tentacles in slime and make them kind of gross, not just very clean like snakes. I wanted them to have a grossness to them to kind of make the scene a little bit more horrific. So this was a lot of fun. Now, in terms of, I always talk about different kind of media and stuff when I'm doing these, and movies I like and stuff like that. And hey, with it being Halloween and Drawlloween and whatnot, why don't we talk about some Lovecraftian type movies, if you guys are into that kind of thing, cosmic horror and whatnot. Now, I would say, for my money, the best Lovecraft type movie is the John Carpenter film In the Mouth of Madness, which stars Sam Neill. And it's not specifically about H.P. Lovecraft or his writings. They don't call it that. They use kind of a surrogate fictional author and his works, but it's probably the best Lovecraftian type movie out there. So it's awesome. I say rent that. That is a definite watch for Halloween. I'd also recommend the Call of Cthulhu film that was put out by the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society a couple years back. Now, this might not be up everybody's alley because it is a silent film. They made it as if it were being made in 1926, I believe, when the Call of Cthulhu was being written. So it's really cool and just really neat, but I know silent films aren't for everybody out there. Now, in terms of getting away from just Lovecraftian and just looking at things that are tentacle-y and slimy and all that kind of fun stuff, there's plenty of options out there. John Carpenter did The Thing, which is, I think, an excellent movie. That's very famous, but if you're looking for squishy, horrifying stuff, then that is your movie, because those special effects by Bob Botton are they hold up even today. The movie was made in '82, I believe, and the special effects are all practical, and they are gross as all get out, and it's pretty amazing. So if you're looking for it's a great movie on its own, but if you're looking for some gross, practical, slimy effects, you cannot go wrong with The Thing. That's the remake. The original movie from the 50s. Great movie, but it just doesn't have as much slime and grossness to it. So watch them both, but if you're looking for the gore and the gruesome, then the remake is the way to go. Another one that has plenty of slimy, horrifying creatures and stuff like that, I would recommend. It's called From Beyond, and that is by Stuart Gordon. That's another 80s movie, and that's kind of in that Lovecraftian vein, where a group of scientists open a portal in sort of to another dimension where there's Kind of like all these weird, bizarre, tentacly, slimy alien kind of creatures. It's not really like they go to this other dimension. It kind of exists all around us, so it's one of those type of weird movies. But still, great flick. Definitely worth checking out. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that's kind of like gross stuff that just it appeals. I mean, it's been in horror movies and stuff like that for geez, almost a century now. You know, people have been making movies and trying to gross you out or terrify you with amazing special effects, and that's pretty neat. There's something to be said for that. It's obviously something that we as humans kind of gravitate towards, or at least can't look away from, like a bad car crash or something. You know, we want to see all this gore and grossness and stuff like that. So definitely something there that's neat and interesting. Now it looks like I'm starting to ink in here the background, that padded cell. This was kind of a pain in the butt when all was said and done, just getting around all those slime drips and adding in that padding and adding those little wrinkles in to kind of make it look like it's puffy. I think it turned out really cool, and I really like the way it looks, but yeah, I don't know if I'd do this again. This piece took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but again, if it turns out great, then I'm not too upset about it at the end of the day. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to do, and like I said, I really enjoyed the theme. It was a blast, and I like kind of working on it like this. Now, this piece is pretty detailed, all things considered. Like I said, it just took a little bit longer than normal, but yeah, drawing the tentacles is a lot of fun. It's same philosophy in drawing like snakes and those rubbery kind of amorphous shapes. They're pretty neat to do. I've talked about this before in other videos, but when you're drawing organic things, it's good to get those nice curves in there, and you don't have to be super precise with anything. Just throw them in and go with it. So yeah, looks like the inking's coming to an end here, and that's looking cool. I'll add just a couple touch-up highlights here, little bolts on the door. Let's get the shadows in, and then I'm going to get the name signed here at the bottom. And we are going to take a look at the scan. All right. Yeah, she's looking really cool. This was a blast to do, and I thank you guys again for joining me. Once again, all my social media stuff's up there. Check it out. Check me out. Check out Drawlloween. I'll put some links down in the description. You can check out some of those movies too. I'll throw some links up to Amazon or whatever. And enjoy. All right, guys. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow on Markers and Monsters.